Last month, I've made my way to my first European park, Thorpe Park in London, England. This park is absolutely a fantastic park, and I had a really good time there. Among the lineup, there's one coaster that I've been really hyped up for. Hyperia was a new for 2024 coaster that had a really shitty opening. And I really hope Thorpe, fixed Hyperia, but at the same time, I'm not too sure, since, it's been having problems all over. And I was very lucky to ride it twice when I went. And this coaster is absolutely amazing. And should be a bucket list coaster for you guys, but does it really stack up to the other coasters that I've ridden? It's elite, but is it really elite? Let's find out on my video you are watching right now. Let's go. I'm not really gonna delve into all the problems Hyperia had, but somehow it opened for one fucking day then closed. But it opened when I went, so that's all that matters. Mock Rides really did cook, something. Hyperia is a really intense coaster that absolutely dominates Thorpe Park skyline. And and yes, it's 238 feet. That's literally as tall as Downback at Kings Island. I mean, Downback's slightly tinier, but they're basically the same size. Well, yes, it is the same size. It's basically way taller. It looks like a Giga Coaster on top of Thorpe skyline. While Downback, gets overshadowed by other taller rides in the park. Not to say that it doesn't stand out. It does stand out at KI, but there's just taller rides and shit. The ride begins with an overbank turn that was honestly pretty, it is an overbank after all. Then you go into a massive lift hill, which again, looks absolutely stunning in Thorpe skyline. But I've already said this shit, so we're just gonna go up, all the way up the lift hill. Then we're gonna go down into a weird inversion drop. And wow, and then you go into a weird, Immelman. Then you go into one of the best airtime moments I've ever had on a ride, the overbank turn. The one on Sealman. Then you go into an inversion right after the overbank turn. Then you go into an absolute massive dive loop. Which, this ride's weird. This ride's fucking weird. Then you're just gonna go into a quick splashdown while it wasn't running. Another overbank turn. And then a turn into the brake run. So this ride's not a long ride. It's about 3,000 feet in length. But honestly, it makes the most of it. It genuinely does. While, it may not be the, longest hyper in the world, I feel like it does achieve, greatness. And one amazing detail, as you roll up to the station, the lights go on, and then they play the soundtrack. And then, the lights, then there's a little light show before you exit the ride. And I thought that was actually pretty fucking cool. So yeah, I actually think the layout is absolutely great, but it would be amazing if they could incorporate a few more elements into the ride. I don't know, maybe a, fast 0G roll, because on a brake run, it did have some pretty good speed into it, so, So I think a really good idea would be to extend the ride a little bit, but you know what, that's just me. This ride's still fucking amazing, I will absolutely glaze this ride till I'm dead, but this ride does have problems. There's a lot of good things I can say about Hyperia. It's fast, it's smooth, it's intense, it's tall, it looks absolutely stunning. I can literally go over that all day. But Hyperia does have one huge problem that I cannot see any 2024 coaster having. It's literally a fucking, oh my god, it's literally roughness. It is so goddamn rough. When I've ridden it, I was absolutely shocked, and it gave me a headache. So, it's not really marathonable, which is absolutely surprising for a new for 2024 coaster. And while, yes, I would love to give it as many rides as I can, I just can't, it absolutely grinds on your brain. And honestly, another problem is that it's always popular, it always has a 2-hour wait. So while there's a single rider line to achieve that, the single rider line moves extremely slow. You can honestly wait in the regular line. Another good thing about Hyperia is that the operations are really fast, so you always at least move in line. And it's actually a very cool, area of the park. And it's actually nice, and right next to a Burger King, which is absolutely epic because I love Burger King. That's a really important detail I could point out, huh? Honestly, in the end, I would absolutely recommend going to the UK for Hyperia alone. Yeah, it's pretty rough and short, but it's absolutely a weird coaster. It's very unique to the world. What other hyper coasters have inversions? That absolutely looks massive. I know a few other hyper coasters have inversions, like dive coasters, Hyperion, but come on. This one has fucking 3. Like, I still can't believe that something so tall has inversions. Like, it's very, very rare to see that type of stuff in the world. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm gonna continue yapping. Gotta keep my grind on. Okay, so bye.